Is this brand new update actually good? If you're following the finals, you've probably seen that the developers recently added a new update 1.6. They are really trying to improve the game itself and trying to make the game a fun experience for players, so I was really excited to see these improvements. Did this update change the gameplay? I saw in the recent update logs that they've changed a lot of stuff about gameplay in general. Reconsensus have been updated with a limited reach, so you no longer have infinite sight, and you'll get notified when you're spotted so you can prepare for the battle. The developers also tweaked close range aim assist for consoles, and gamepad players can use gyro controls now. For all players that have finished leveling up already, they've added additional 10 levels, so max rank is now level 50. New players can now join ranked after completing 45 matches instead of 60. Did they change the maps? They've added a bunch of little things to maps to help you get better in the game. In general, they've added cover to the side of kitchen trolleys to make them easier to use and moved a ton of cover pieces to avoid gaps in cover. They've also removed turrets and tripwires map variants in all modes due to fixes and gameplay design. In Argon Casino, they removed some monitors to make doors easy to see, and they've updated some vault spawn locations and covers for them. In Eastwood Casino, they've updated exit points on a bunch of ziplines to make it easier to access rooftops. They've also added decals to some windows to make the glass more visible, since you could just run into a window without even seeing it. And they've rearranged the aircon units to create more cover on the roof. In Glamora Casino, they've just removed some chairs and railings around the map to make movement a lot easier, and they've made a bunch of small fixes and balance tweaks around the map. That's all I have to say about maps. Let's move forward. So, did this update change anything to make a game feel different? Well, short answer to that is yes. They removed experimental solo game mode and replaced it with a special mode that's happening in the arena. It's called Steal the Spotlight, and you can only play heavy class in this mode. Since it's a special event, they even added a bunch of objectives that you complete for a set of heavy class skins. They also said they will add even more experimental modes that we could try in the future. What changes did they actually make to specializations? Mesh Shield will now use squad colors if the use enemy squad color setting is enabled, so make sure to turn that on to see which enemy team is currently hiding behind the Mesh Shield. To Reconsensus, they've added a range limit set to 30 meters. This is great since you've had infinite range before this update, and you will receive a detected warning text on your HUD if you get detected by Reconsensus. What changes did they do in general? For the newcomers, they've added a ton of new tutorial videos for gadgets on how to use them. The developers also increased the size of grenade projectiles to make them easier to see and fixed an issue where damage could be wrongly invalidated, causing no damage to be done. They fixed an exploit where melee attacks could be swung faster than intended, since a lot of players abuse this feature to make quick attacks. The developers also fixed an issue that prevented C4 and mines from being picked up when placed on throwable objects. So how did the developers fix controller settings? They've added gyro aiming options for PS5 DualSense and PS4 DualShock controllers, which now gives the players a chance to play without aim assist. The developers also reduced input latency on PS5 controllers. So after all I've told you so far, what do you think about this brand new update? I think it's worth you give it a try and see for yourself. Like I said before, the developers are really trying to improve the finals since release, and if they continue to do that, I'm 100% sure that the game will be played a lot more in the future. And if you missed the video when I talked about how the finals changed FPS games forever, click the pop-up in the top right corner of the video. Till next time, this was Symeon. See you on the battlefield.